What's going on, everyone? I'm Alex, and today I'm reviewing the Huey Y6. Yes, this is a different brand. It's a Chinese brand that made into Canada, the US. They're actually making the Nexus device, so the Google phone basically. So we are gonna hear about this company a lot more. This device costs about $150 on Chinese websites. You can find it for about 135 US dollars. So it is actually cheaper in Canada than on some Chinese websites. It doesn't have the fastest specs. It does have 2 gigs of RAM and a quad-core processor. It's a slow processor. It's a Snapdragon 210 if I remember correctly. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. We do have a notification light right here. That's the proximity and light sensor. That's the front facing camera. The Huey logo right here. The buttons are gonna be right on the screen. We do have the power button on this side, the volume button on this side, nothing on that side. The rear camera right here, the flash. This could be another microphone, like a secondary microphone. We have an audio jack right here, and at the bottom here, even though it looks like it has two speakers, this is the only speaker and this is the microphone. Unfortunately, you can easily touch the speaker here and the sound doesn't come out anymore, so it is a bit difficult if you're holding the phone like this for any gaming. You're gonna stop the sound from coming out, so that's the downside of it. The phone does look pretty good. I mean, it doesn't look like a $150 phone, and it does look much better than most Samsung devices that cost about 150, 200, 250 bucks. So I am impressed about how this phone looks. The back is very slippery, but you can always get a case for it. So let's unlock this. What I like about this phone is the UI. I mean, it is running Android 5.1. So you're gonna see right here Android 5.1.1. So it is the latest version of Android. Well, I mean the latest, not the latest. The latest is 6, but for this device, it's a good version of Android to have. So the quad-core processor that's clocked at 1.1 gigahertz, the 2 gigs of RAM, and the internal storage out of 8 gigs, we only have about 4 or so left. In this case, after all the apps and stuff, I only have about 2.5 left. Looking at the UI here, it does look much better than a lot of Android phones. Like if Samsung would be able to do something like this, it would look amazing. This is the notifications, and here we have like the quick toggles, and it does have auto brightness, which is very useful in my opinion. So it does look really good. If we go into settings again, we can see what other settings there are. I mean, it's nothing too crazy, nothing out of the ordinary. We do have a motion control, so it does have the double tap to wake up. So basically you do the double tap and the screen comes on. This is good because you can just glance at the notifications without actually touching any buttons. I do really like that, and it does work most of the time really well. I haven't got any updates as of yet, but who knows. Huey is trying to make a name for themselves outside of China, so maybe we'll get lots of updates. First, I'm gonna start the Antutu score. I took a couple of screenshots so I don't have to do the Antutu score while I'm doing this. So this is the score 19,000. I mean, it's not that bad. It's not. It's okay for this type of device and this price. Here we have some more information about the device. The rear camera, that's 8 megapixel camera. The screen is a resolution which is a 720p screen. The quad-core processor. Here we get we see how much storage there is available. Since I'm here anyways, I might as well show you the speed test. This was done on LTE in Canada. So the speed, the download speed was 44 megabytes and the upload was 37, which is decent, but this has a lot to do with the network, not necessarily the device. It does come pre-installed with a whole bunch of Google apps. For example, all these are pre-installed. I haven't actually installed any of them. But let's start with the LED tester, so the notification light right there. So I'm just gonna press that, and you're gonna see the light right here. I have a lot of light pointing at the device, so it's a bit difficult to see, but the notification light works really good, and you can choose whatever color you want. Now it's blue, but again I have a lot of light and the phone it's white, so it is a bit difficult. This is the task manager, like what apps are running in the background. To close them, you just swipe them up pretty much. Next, I'm gonna show you the multi-touch tester. So when basically how many spots you can touch the device in the same time. So it is 10. This is more than usual for a cheap Chinese device. It's usually 5, so 10 it's really good. Next, the GPS test. Keep in mind that we are inside the house right now, so it may take a bit to actually get a fix. So it's 3D. Okay, so now it is it got a fix like right away. The GPS does work really good, like Google Maps has no problems whatsoever. Next, I'm gonna open the sensor box so you can see what sensors it has. So basically whatever you are expecting for one of these devices. I mean, it's not gonna have a temperature sensor or gyroscope, but it is pretty decent. Also, there is a gaming video that I made with this device. Didn't do that well for GTA. You can find the link for that video in the video's description. Next, I'm gonna show the compass. So it does work really good. No issues whatsoever. The speed test I already showed you, and the flashlight, basically just the flash on the back of the device. It's not the brightest out there, but it is quite bright, and it does do a decent job. I'm just gonna get this here. We'll open the camera app for a second. So the camera app, it's gonna look a lot like the camera app on the iPhone, as you can see right here. We have a couple of modes here, depends how you want to take the picture. If we go into here, we can go into settings. There are quite a few settings that you can select. You can select the resolution, how you'd like the picture to be taken, timer, touch to capture, a whole bunch of stuff. You can even select like the ISO or the white balance manually. So I'm just gonna quickly take a picture. And as you can see, it does take pictures quite fast. And we'll just take a look at this picture. So quite a bit of detail for the 8 megapixel camera that it's got. Next, I'm just gonna turn the camera around. I do have a lot of light pointing at the device, so that's why the camera looks kind of whitish, like the picture looks kind of whitish. But as you can see, there is quite a bit of detail in the front-facing camera as well. So I am quite pleased with the camera. I will upload sample pictures probably tomorrow, and you're gonna find the link in the video's description again. There is also gonna be a video made with this camera where I'm gonna basically have one of these sitting here and the other one further away, so you can see how fast the camera focuses. Next, I'm gonna make a quick phone call so you can actually hear how the speaker sounds. The proximity sensor works really good as well. And now I'm gonna put it on speaker. So you've seen how that works. The call quality is also great. What I don't really like about this phone is the battery. Since I'm talking about the battery, I'm just gonna show you the battery right here. However, I just charged the phone before this review, just so the phone doesn't die. I was able to get about 2 hours of screen time, but it all depends how you keep your screen brightness and stuff like that. But I was only able to get about 2 hours, so that's all I can say. I mean, you're probably gonna be able to get like 3 hours depending how you use it. Next, I'm just gonna open the YouTube app so you can see what maximum resolution there is. I'm gonna watch one of my own videos after it loads. So right here, videos, and I'm just gonna start this video here because it's in 1080p. We'll set the maximum resolution here, so 720p because the screen is 720. We'll so it does work really well. I haven't had any issues with this. Next, I'm quickly gonna open Chrome, and I'm just gonna open the Globe and Mail. I'll open a random article, and you can see how fast it zooms in and out. So it isn't bad at all. I actually like this device more than most entry-level Samsung devices. There is also a phone manager here. So basically, you can like close apps, see how much storage you have, what junk files you have. So it could be useful. I don't exactly use this kind of stuff. I find it on all the Chinese devices, and I don't exactly like it, but it's here and it could be useful. I am quite impressed with the UI on this device. For example, if you want to turn the device off, you're gonna get this nice menu. If you're gonna restart the device, you're gonna get this nice circle right here. So I'm just gonna touch it. So it is done very nicely, and I do really like this device. This is the boot up logo if you're wondering how it looks. Overall, this is a pretty good device. It's not the best for gaming, but for texting, Facebook, calls, whatever else, social media pretty much, it does do really well. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.